Yeah. We up in this thing. What's good? All right. So I came across this live stream, which I want to react to. So this is Akademiks, ADAM22, and Wack 100. They're gonna talk about the whole LeBron James situation. So we're gonna go from this, and then we're gonna go to where we left off earlier today. So let's react to this, see what they got going on, see what Wack 100 is talking about. Wack 100 is about to call out Akademiks for a lot of bullshit that he over doing on these YouTube streets, on these platforms. And we're going to talk about it, man. So let's get straight into it. Let's go.
Tell him. Well, how did it leak?
Watch this.
Who did he send it to?
I am going to, in which Drake insinuated that LeBron cheated on his wife, etc. It's like there's this whole thing. It's actually complicated. Well, we have to fault Drake for once.
Even in hip-hop. Made up on me all the time.
Oh, but okay. You want to know the craziest new example? We have to fault Drake for once. For once, Drake has done something wrong.
What?
His first L of the year. So there was text messages leaked in which Drake insinuated that LeBron cheated on his wife, etc. It's like there's this whole thing. It's complicated. I could read this whole thread if you guys really want to understand this, but basically, I feel like I should because this thread is so good. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
So Drake was. Well, I can't say he was telling. Well, how did it leak?
Watch this.
Who did he send it to?
I am going to.
Did Drake leak his own text messages?
See no evil, hear no evil.
Donnie, I'm sending it to you. Bonk. There we go. This is too good. We can edit out a little bit of this dead space right here because this is just too fascinating of a dynamic for us to not get all the details right.
Hear no evil.
Y'all didn't see John Paul quit. He got fired.
We're gonna do that next too. Don't worry. All right, so here we go. How Drake got caught lying and destroyed DJ Akademiks' credibility in just 24 hours. I'm not saying he destroyed his credibility entirely, but watch this. All right, so Chris Blake Griffith, a clothing designer, was attacked and robbed by Stephon Diggs, an NFL player's brother, and two friends. Stephon Diggs apparently tried to make a zesty move on Chris, and he turned him down, so Diggs sent his brother and his friends to take him out. So first off, dudes is down low savages sending dudes to kill people or hurt people to cover up their own zesty activities. Shocking,
So he sent some hitters at the dude he tried to make a pass out.
Yes. So this is already pretty wild by our standards, right? Okay. But luckily, Chris escaped. The perpetrators got arrested and eventually had to do some community service. I guess this is a video of them trying to run down on him. It's a minute 15.
That would have been easy.
Okay. So then enter Drake. Chris has designed clothing for Drake for his OVO brand and have some history. Drake has some evidence of some sort that will help Chris further his legal battle against Stephon Diggs. So Chris asked Drake for help, but Drake declined. Now, I mean, that's Drake's right to not want to get involved in this. The connection between the two got heated, and Drake apparently called him a rat, which prompted Chris to leak some DMs on his Instagram between him and Drake. The shocker on the DM was within the message, Drake is insinuating that LeBron may have cheated on his wife, Savannah. So we can read it. This is the dude saying, damn, gang, unfollowed me. I got to make this bigger so I can actually read it. I don't know how it's going to work, but yeah, it's not really getting bigger. I'm trying to make it bigger, but it's actually smaller now. Whatever. Whatever.
So dude released him.
From the college. Well, maybe this guy just wrote a good description of it so that I don't have to read the whole thing. Okay, the connection. All right, so the shocker on the DM was within the message. Drake is insinuating that LeBron may have cheated on his wife, Savannah. There's other stuff in these texts, but people can go read that if they want. Possibly afraid of the repercussions of the DMs, Drake wanted to shut it down, so he contacted Akademiks to tell him that the DMs were fake. As soon as Akademiks heard the confirmation from Drake, he quickly posted on Twitter that the DMs were fake and that Chris is only using this to get clout. Ak wrote, "This is a fake DM. Drake called Buddy a rat. He got mad and made up some fake DM to try to make the blogs and go viral. End of story. Source, the boy." So this is very much Ak, leveraging the fact that he has this relationship with Drake where Drake will confirm this sort of thing. We don't know if Drake reached out to him or if Ak reached out to him. Either way, Drake says that it's not real. Ak reports it. Everybody takes it at face value because Ak typically in this sort of situation, has he been wrong about some stuff for sure, but for the most part, it seems like he's a pretty valid source about celebrity gossip, rapper news, whatever. Most of the news outlets that posted the DMs quickly deleted once Akademiks announced that Drake himself and told Ak that the DMs were fake. But in the end, Chris, extremely furious for not only being called a rat, but also a liar, posted a video, and the video shows that the DMs are in fact real and that Drake lied to Akademiks to try to cover up the stuff he said about LeBron and LeBron's wife.
So now comes the question. See, this is where the 100-side training kicks in.
Okay.
Akademiks always checks in with Drake to get the true facts. And then Akademiks says it and they feel like it come from Drake, so everybody rolls with it. If Drake lied about this, what makes you think he didn't lie about a bunch of other things?
Well, we know he lied.
Woo! Bada bing, bada boom. So this now questions everything that good old Aki Wacky has said about Drake. So is this the propaganda that Kendrick Lamar was talking about?
lied about a bunch of stuff with the whole Kendrick thing. I mean, we could all probably assume that Dave Free's not piping his wife, right?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
And other things.
I'm just saying things that Act may have been like touching bases on and saying, well, Drake said, what was Drake thinking? Kendrick got dude off balance, bro.
But okay.
Not for real. He's not thinking these days.
But saying some shit is fake is almost such a normal reaction to shit.
Not when he has it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He has it. You know, he has it on his phone.
I'm sure I can think of instances in which people have said, oh, what about this? And I was like, that shit's fake. And it wasn't fake. And I was just saying it because I just didn't feel like talking about it. And that's my one concern about this, is that it's being presented as if Drake had an in-depth conversation with Act in which he specifically tried to make the argument that those texts were fake, when it could have just been like, nah, that shit fake.
I'm going to say Drake told Akademiks they were fake. I'm not going to say Akademiks plot and plan to say, okay, we're going to say this, I'm going to say you said that, and we're going to say that. I believe Act just took Drake's word for it. I don't think Act credibility should be shot. I just think now he knows he can't take everything that Drake says as face value.
That's true. Because, I mean, they've established a relationship in which we expect Drake to have a reasonable amount of respect for Ack. And to be fair, if Drake had said, yo, it's fake, but don't tell him that I said that it was fake, I think we would all respect that a little bit more, because what Drake may have unwittingly done, or wittingly done, is that he may have put Ack in a position where his whole credibility is now very much in question.
I think he did that on purpose. I don't think that's by coincidence. I think all this shit was done purposely.
Now, I think it's pretty easy to see how the situation played out, and it's easy to see how Ack was basically just doing what he felt was his journalistic duty to the people.
Exactly.
And he really did stop the spread of this story, because a ton of people deleted it. Even like Danny from the Stop is a YouTuber I watched.
Listen, he abused it, bro.
I watched a 7-minute video that Danny from the Stop made about these texts, and the whole time I was thinking, like, damn, that's embarrassing that Danny made this video not knowing that those texts were fake. I don't know if he took the video down or not, but now I'm like, oh, my dumbass believes that shit was actually fake because of the source and the fact that I felt like this was a valid enough relationship that there wouldn't have been any tomfoolery involved.
Well, it's obvious. Women lied, men lied too. God damn it looks like Drake lied on
Screenshots
this one. And I believe that Drake is off balance right now. He's not thinking things through. You seen what happened, with UMG. I don't think he thought that through. Realize how much freedom he had, how much they backed his play. I just think he needs to focus on himself, put the BS behind him. It's a new year. It's a new day. You still got fans, and stop worrying about what you think people think, because it has him thinking a little different.
But that's the thing, is that Drake has so many people around him, smart people involved with his business on the management side and PR or whatever. He probably just has access to so many resources that the way that you and I have to think on our feet and make decisions about what we're doing with our career, I just feel like Drake could easily go into cruise control mode. When he posts anything on social media, for sure there's all kinds of buffers that he could use to tell him if they think that it's a good idea or not. And you would think that would insulate him from some of these things going so poorly. However, in this situation, those texts coming out, it's not really like his fault. It's just the fact that this guy decided to be vengeful and release them. But that being said, him making that move with Ack is very questionable.
He had to defend himself. They called him a liar. They called him a rat.
But also, there's no chance that Ack would take this and say, I'm not you anymore, Drake. The relationship's too valuable.
No.
But it'll be interesting to see how Ack deals with it.
I'm going to be real. I hate to say it, but I think it might be over with.
Drake's whole career?
No. I think Drake will be the one to pull back. Not that Act wants him to, but I think Drake is kind of like, he was enjoying watching Act's following, react to whatever he says. But I don't think he's going to enjoy the next time Act say something and the chat is like, liar, hashtag. We don't believe him. I think him seeing the reality of what it is and people shifting from him, I don't think he wants to experience that.
Maybe we should call Act. Maybe we should get his expert opinion on that.
So what y'all think? Do y'all think Drake did this on purpose? Is this a plot? Is this a play? I don't know. But man, this situation is going to pretty much, in my opinion, dictate what is going to happen. This moment right here is definitely going to shift a lot of things. Definitely between Drake and Akademiks. This move right here that Drake did, purposely lying to Akademiks. And once again, Akademiks said, I don't like people that lie to me. Once I found out somebody lied to me, I exposed the source. And I think that's why he, went on that whole rant about Drake and LeBron doing these two-mans. Because he didn't have to confirm none of that. He didn't have to confirm or deny. He voluntarily just came out just started saying some wild shit. And that's because Drake lied to him. And Akademiks always said, if you lied to me, I'm going to expose you. So this is going to be very interesting how this plays out.
On this, right? See what he's got to say. I'm sure he's probably already thinking about saying it publicly. Akademiks. Let's see. Oh, maybe he's on.
I got a text today of somebody asking me, yo, is Zach okay? We ain't heard from him in a couple days.
Well,
I know he's supposed to go live today.
He went to Canada to do content with Vibes Cartel and Top 5, I guess. I think he did interviews with them.
He got some top from 5? Damn,
Five
man,
guys.
what you doing? They told me dude was kind of funny.
He could be live right now. Actually, I didn't see it earlier when I looked at YouTube, so probably not.
Yo.
Academics. I'm with Wack 100 and we're filming this week's episode. We want to know, are you planning on altering your relationship with Drake in any way now that the new narrative is that he lied to you and f***ed up your journalistic credibility?
I'm telling them you had no idea that you were being told a lie, nor did you help plot around that lie. You just took it for very face value.
Hey, listen, I'm not into no artist lie to me. I'm not in cahoots with no line. I've been seeing that interesting narrative, man. I'm still doing my independent research. What's your opinion?
He lied to you, bro. He lied to you, Ash. He lied to you. I feel he lied to you. You took what he said. Well, he said that
he said the texts weren't real, right?
Yeah.
But they were.
He definitely said that.
But they were. Like, dude went and showed.
Hold on. Are we sure it was real?
He showed the full thread, bro. I don't think you knew. I think you just took what he told you at face value. He showed the full thread. Like, you go to your shit, screen record, scroll down, he showed them.
Are we 100% true that? Hold on. First of all, did you guys discuss that this is the same person who said that Stephon Diggs try to R-word him?
So is that totally out of the realm of possibility? Because I don't know who Stephon Diggs is. I don't know if he's a potential Zest monster or anything like that.
Stephon Diggs, for what we know, is a heterosexual male that plays in the NFL.
We thought that about Diddy too.
Hold on. that we've heard, number one, he's already alleged to have been the person. Not alleged, because Cardi B gave me the confirmation. He's the guy who, he was in conversation with Cardi B. This guy is supposedly the guy that is now supposedly was taking advantage of the same guy that is now saying that him and Drake was having this conversation. I'll say this, because I did. So when I asked Drake, I said, Drake, check this out. And I'm not gonna lie, I led with, it didn't feel real. So I said, hey, is this real? And I said, hey, listen, this is it. I said, I'm skeptical about this. I don't want to report it from my platform without at least having some conversation with you, because I know this guy already is saying that he was sexually assaulted by Stephon Diggs. That seemed like a far-fetched thing.
Right.
And I don't know if we were believing that. So I said, because the internet doesn't know this guy and they're just seeing random guys make a mention of Drake, I have a memory of an elephant. This is a guy who said that a known football star who we do know have some association to Cardi B, he's saying that known football guy tried to sexually assault him. That's a little bit far-fetched to me, which, by the way, me and Stephon Diggs didn't speak about that before. But I said, hey, listen, this might be a little bit far-fetched. So I said, hey, listen, Drake, is this something that is true? Okay. Now,
did Drake give you like a full in-depth response, or did he just say like, nah, that shit fake?
No. All of this. The full thing he said was that, hey, listen, I do know this guy. So he confirmed he knew this guy, right?
Uh-huh.
I brought up the guy credibility instantly, because I said, hey, listen, I think the internet wants to see anything that is said against you just be written in stone. But I'm a little bit more shrewd than that, because everybody who I report on, I have a memory of an elephant. I said, instantly when I seen him say this, I remember that he claimed sexual assault allegation from a known football player that no one has ever alleged is gay.
What does that mean? Memory like an elephant? How do they know what elephants? How do they know what an elephant can remember? I don't get that saying. What does that mean? How do they know that an elephant has good memory? Do they talk in their language? How do they know that? How can a human being know what an animal can remember? What? I know it's the same, but once you think about it, it's like, how the fuck can you know what an elephant remembers? I know what the same means, but when you think about it, it's like, huh? What is that shit? How do they know that? What do they do? I don't know. What, they play like math games or something, like match, like if an elephant can pick the circles, like patterns or something, like, oh, an elephant can remember what a circle looks like 20 years from now. All right. Let me take some more drink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What does it mean, turn over a new leaf? It's the same leaf. It's just the other side. Why do you want to turn over a new leaf? It's the same dirty leaf. Why not just get a new leaf? Every dog has his day. What day doesn't a dog have? What do you mean? Stupid shit. Shit don't make sense sometimes. Am I high? Like, this is the type of stuff you think when you high, when you be like, why is the sky blue? Who gave the... Let me shut up.
Okay? So that's why I really reached out. If it was some random guy, so I knew somewhat this guy operates in a circle, and the first thing Drake said, hey, no, I know this guy. He said, hey, listen, this is a guy who, because of Javante Davis, his association and what people know wet? In my circles, yeah, we do know this guy. So I said, okay, so you know this guy. Okay, cool. So that's important. I said, the next thing is, well, he has some information, and I'm going to be honest with you, now in hindsight that I read the messages that supposedly he put out, that supposedly Drake said, it's not as indicting as, you would imagine it to be, but it did feel very indicting to me. You know why? Well, why the hell would Drake, who hasn't spoke on this lawsuit, go tell this random guy these very intricate details about the lawsuit that he, to be honest, I haven't even asked him about, because when I did ask him about the lawsuit, he didn't share too many things. And I'm one of those people, when I get in a relationship with you, if Wack right now, if I ask Wack about a sensitive topic, he kind of does it. I'm not pressing. That's my brother, right?
Right.
So when Drake doesn't offer the information about the lawsuit to me,
hey, look, sometimes you gotta sit back and question things. When you really, how's the grass? Yeah, how is the grass greener on the other side? How do you know that it's greener on the other side? Who's there telling you? The grass is greener on the other side. How do you know that? You don't know that. Humpty Dumpty fell on the wall and had a great fall. If nobody hears a tree fall, did the tree fall? How do people get fat? Why are vegans fat?